The Bushcrafty Talks.
What's up? Bushcrafty here. Bushcrafty Talks. Yeah, I'm at the house. Didn't go out. Taking a chill day again. Sometimes it's good just to relax and not do much of anything. Try to keep your mind off of the world, basically. Things that are going on with it and stuff like that. Had a couple voice chats with the kids and grandkids, so that was good. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to start the garage. I keep saying that, and then I go to the back door and like, no, I don't want to. But yeah, like I said, it's good to unwind, and if you can find something that helps you relax and get your mind off of things, it's good. But as long as you do your adult things that you need to be doing, you know. But one of the things, and a lot of people don't agree with this because they think video games are evil and whatnot, but you could say the same thing about anything that you do. Anything could be considered evil nowadays. But the way I look at it, I mean, there are people that go way overboard with their video games or their cell phone games or their TikTok, YouTube, you know, all that stuff. Everything's fine in moderation, but when you overdo it, that's just like drinking. There's people that go out, can have one drink a month. That's it. Next month comes along, have another drink. And technically, and this is what AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, told me. They said if you have one drink every 10 years, you're still an alcoholic. That's if you've had problems with it and you say, well, I can control it and I'll just have one drink every 10 years. They say that's an addiction. That's considered being an alcoholic. Even if you have one drink every 10 years, it's like a scheduled thing type thing. But it's better than full blown, you know, somebody that wakes up in the morning, the first thing they do is reach for the bottle and to get them going, and break time comes, they open the glove box and hit the bottle again or whatnot. That's bad. That's when you can't cope with life and you have to resort to other things, and that's when you need help. And sometimes you don't want the help. I've been in that situation when I didn't want the help. I was fine the way it was. I was going to, my addictions were going to do me in, and I was fine with that until I met the right person that woke me up and said, hey, you have things that you can pass on to this world or to somebody. Even if it's one person 30 years down the road, don't you owe it to that person to be there for that person? You know what I mean? But addiction is not a a good thing. And like I said, video games, it's, I get on here and play for a few hours and I like to do it in a live stream. That way there's people, I can sit there and talk to them. We can have conversations while I'm playing and whatnot, joking around. And I mean, that's entertainment. That right there. I had live last night, and we were joking around, and of course I was, not doing very well in the game, dying multiple times, but yeah, it was fun. And that's the thing. That's entertainment. It gets your mind off of your problems that are going on in the world. You can relax while talking with some friends that are online and watching somebody play a weird game, or you can be glued to the news and not doing anything and going and looking at all these other websites and YouTubers and getting all this news and just festering news in your brain and stuff. And how is that, a way to live? How is that a way for you to, you have no joy in your life? It's always the negative stuff that's in the world. It's always going to be there. It's not like, well, I'm forgetting it's there or anything. It's going to be there, but what am I going to do about it? It's always going to be there, I can acknowledge that things are bad, but I don't want it to rule my life. Because if that rules your life, what kind of life is that? Always so negative and doom and gloom stuff? No, we need some joy. And it's very sad. There's a lot of so-called religious people, I'll put it that way, because there's those people out there that preach and this and that about God and everything, but then they turn to the news and that's all they have in their lives. And they don't say, hey, God, can you help me get away from fixating on the news? Pray and open something up to where you're not focused on that negative thing, because majority of it is a bad guy down below is causing a majority of this. And the more you fixate on that and the more you follow that, who are you following? Are you following God? Or are you following, the guy in the basement there? And I'm not talking about your basement. So yeah, I don't want no people freaking out. Bushcraft told us there's somebody in the basement. Run. Anyways, guys, my message is get some joy in your life. Even if it's throwing cards in a hat. If it makes you giggle and you laugh about it, then hey, it works. Don't let people tell you things are bad and evil because you do something. There's too much of that in this world. Anyways, guys, never give up, and God bless.